Part 4. Unlikely Heroes. The Willys had discovered gray gold, but a gray sky had gathered over the nation. Soon the Hobos were riding the rails back east towards gay Paris, but something happened that brought the Hobos and the nation together. The Civil War.
The Willys boarded the first train east, which ended up being a Union Army train, filled with Gatling guns that they thought were made of gold, which they were going to melt down and sell. The Hobos saw their chance.
Two well-traveled Hobos inched their way towards their one true destiny.
Troops were mired down from 2 days of war. On Lee's side, a scouting party was sent into the little town of Gettysburg in search of rations. Meanwhile, Longshanks strode the Union line, biting his brave men to keep their weapons clean and their hearts pure.
Dearest Priscilla, my unit was rushed to the front, but Charles and I lagged behind, weighted down by our burden of cannonballs. We spotted two bearded men of indeterminate origin dragging a Gatling gun behind our lines. I raised a hand and heeded them to halt when I was shot upon by a Confederate sniper. Dearest Priscilla, my war has ended. Franklin C. Pinborn, 48th Regiment.
From their perch just behind Little Round Top, they armed themselves with the only ammunition they had, sausage. Soon the billowing smoke of rifle and cannon mixed with the smoking plumes of cooking sausage. Word soon traveled to General Longshanks himself that the Union line was weakening from hunger. With direct orders from Longshanks, the Hobos were ordered to the front lines, but there were too many hungry soldiers for the poor Hobos to serve. Necessity being the mother of invention, Toothless had to think fast. He shot off a couple of warning rounds, and then began filling the chamber of his prized Gatling gun with gobs of his delicious concoction, and firing a spray of rejuvenating gravy directly into the mouths of the hungry Union soldiers. This burst of newfound energy turned the tides of battle and spurred the Northerners on to victory. With a fresh waft of gravy, the winds of war had shifted.
Before a single shot was fired, the Union stood hale and hearty, and there were rumblings in the ranks of the Confederacy, stomach rumblings.
My dearest mother, I spied upon the Union encampment two forlorn creatures serving piping hot rations of the most fair-scented gravy this Southern Reb has ever smelt. Do not question my loyalty to the Confederacy. My love of this gravy has surpassed my love of the South itself. I find my defense of slavery has faltered under the powerful aroma of the Northerners' heavenly gravy. Amos T. Hitchcrow, 13th Southern Regiment.
The rebels were hungry, and the Union was rejuvenated. Before Pickett's charge, there was a smaller, less organized gravy charge.
From atop my steed, I watched what appeared to be two rogue soldiers firing upon my troops. Yet the troops did not fall. In fact, they rose with a newfound vigor. It was then I was fired upon with a sweet stream of gravy. General Wallace Rutherford Longshanks, 32nd Regiment.
I guess they won the war or something, because I got these medals. I don't exactly know what they're for, but unlike that Gatling gun in the streets of Paris, these are made of gold. Second this movie comes out, they're going on eBay.